What up, YouTube? Today's video, I want to talk about Satan's people have a spiritual revolution and God's people have a spiritual revolution. Now, yes, I made a video about this last year, but I want to update it and talk about it again because a lot of people don't know what's going on. A lot of people asking me questions pertaining to this subject, but they're not asking me like in this direct manner, you know what I'm saying? But all the stuff they asking me coincides with this topic. Now, I was having a conversation with one of my roommates the other day, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know exactly who it is. Cut the camera off. Yeah, y'all know who it is, you feel me? But, you know what I'm saying? You're saying some real shit that sparked in my mind, you know what I'm saying? And you know me, you know what I'm saying? Real recognize real, you see what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? It's just like when you hit some real stuff, I get credit where credit is due. Cause you ain't gonna like the karma when it's set up on you. You know what I'm saying? Joey Badass. You see what I'm saying? So it's like when I hit some real shit, I have no choice but to accept it because it's real. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people can't think like that. Why? I don't know. But I'm gonna break this down again. But I'm a little update. See, Fallout New Vegas. Shout out Bethesda, I love y'all. Y'all have one of the dopest franchises in the world, which is Fallout. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. A lot of people don't like that game, but that game is really for intellectual people. Like, for real, that game is so fucking awesome. But shout out to Bethesda, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to coincide Fallout New Vegas with this topic, because Fallout New Vegas was giving us real hints, but a lot of people couldn't see them. You know what I'm saying? Now, in Fallout New Vegas, right? I'm just gonna skim through this. I'm not gonna go through the whole game because that would be like a fucking 2-hour long video. But anyway, right, this is what it is. Fallout New Vegas, in the beginning, the courier, whatever the fuck you wanna call him, the mail guy, who was delivering packages and stuff, that is you. You know what I'm saying? That is me, the main character. You see what I'm saying? Now, the main character get caught up in some BS, you know what I'm saying? He just delivering mail. You know what I'm saying? For Robert House, which is the overseer of the New Vegas Strip. You see what I'm saying? Where all the casinos at. And it's this guy named Benny. He works for Satan's Spiritual. He works for Satan's Spiritual Revolution. And he shoots you in the head in the beginning of the game to get this chip. Now, that's the platinum chip. That's what it's called, the platinum chip. The platinum chip has all the access to the New Vegas Strip, where you can control the robots, you can control the people, you can control the casinos, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. You see what I'm saying? And he shoots you in the head because you finna deliver this chip to Robert House, which is Mr. House, like I said, the overseer of the New Vegas Strip. And he and some great cons, you know what I'm saying? It's a gang in Fallout New Vegas. They work for Satan's Spiritual Revolution. You know what I'm saying? They shoot you in the head, and you get saved by this guy named Dr. Mitchell. And Dr. Mitchell works for God's spiritual revolution because he brings you back to life. You know what I'm saying? He tells you, blah, 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 you got shot in the head, you should be lucky to be alive, blah, blah, blah. Now, in the game, right, it's basically a spiritual war that's going on because in the beginning, pre-war, which is basically like the world we live in now, which is pre-war, where everything was, ran by society, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Everything was how society is today. But then a war happened between the Legion and the NCR. Now, the NCR represents God's spiritual revolution. Now, don't get me wrong, the NCR is not perfect. They do some shiesty, bogus shit, but their intentions are good, you know what I'm saying? Because they like the military. NCR is the New California Republic. And the Legion is another tribe of people who enslave women. I'm not saying that that's okay. I'm just telling you that these people work for Satan's spiritual revolution. They enslave women. They recruit the strongest warriors, they recruit the strongest guys in every vault. You know what I'm saying? They raid vaults and they raid different territories, and the strongest boy, because they raise them from kids, you know what I'm saying, to be warriors, they take the strongest boy and they train them. All the other weak links, they put them on a cross, real talk, and leave them to die. That's what the Legion do. They work for Satan's spiritual revolution. Now, it's a war between them and the Boomers, you know what I'm saying, which is there's like this old Air Force squad, you know what I'm saying, they come and drop nuclear bombs on the pre-world, which is the world we live in today. You know what I'm saying, like society, how it is, everything is so-called normal, blah, blah, blah. That's what the Boomers do. They drop bombs, and they say, fire consume the earth. in the Bible, it say fire will consume the earth. You see what I'm saying? So once all this stuff happened and the war was over with, the NCR won, which is God's spiritual revolution. Now the Legion's trying to come back stronger, which is Satan's spiritual revolution. And you know, when fire consumed the earth, they had to rebuild on top of the old civilization, which is the world we live in today. You know what I'm saying? If you are intellectually aware, you still following me. You know what I'm saying? But you have to play Follow New Vegas. But like I said, if you spiritual, you understand and understand what I'm saying. So they had to rebuild on top of that old world, which is called pre-world. So like paper money and all that shit, like the society we live in, with all the paper money, that shit is worthless now. Now in the new world, you know what I'm saying, they call it the wasteland because it's a lot of radiation everywhere, and they built these vaults. See, now look, this is another thing what people don't understand. It's this other, you could call it, it's this other, like, damn, what's the word? I want to say program, but I'm gonna just say program for lack of a better word. It's this other program called Vault-Tec. Now, before this war popped off and all that shit, it was this salesman going around trying to tell people about the war, which is basically the messenger. You had plenty of these messengers going to people house, door to door. This was still pre-war, when paper money was still in existence. You know what I'm saying? This is when paper money was still in existence. You had these messengers from God's spiritual revolution trying to warn people and say, hey man, you should sign up for Vault-Tec, because when these bombs hit the earth and fire will consume the earth and kill a lot of people, revelations reveal a truth to a nation. You know what I'm saying? That you will be in these vaults and you will be protected, and you won't get harmed by radiation or the zombies or the rats, scorpions, and all this other crap, or the raiders and all these other crazy motherfuckers. A lot of people turned it down. A lot of people who were spiritual, they believed in, they signed up for Vault-Tec. A lot of people was like, man, this is just a fucking scam, man. Blah, blah, blah. You just want my money. So the boy who cried wolf, you know what I'm saying? And when I say the boy who cried wolf, I mean the people who didn't believe it. The Vault-Tec kept coming to them, trying to warn them, and they like, this shit fake, this ain't real, blah, blah, blah. So they think it's a game. They thinking, you know, because they've been deceived so many times by the government, you know what I'm saying? This shit ain't real, blah, blah, blah. And then boom, when that fire hit and them nuclear bombs dropped, like, they ass got irradiated and got killed. You see what I'm saying? But the other people who signed up for Vault-Tec, they got protected and they was living in vaults. Now these vaults, they have overseers. Overseers oversee the whole facility. You know what I'm saying? They know everything that's going on, and they take this test called the GOAT, greatest of all time. You know what I'm saying? Abbreviated. You know what I'm saying? And this test represents, it's like the ASVAB test. This test represents your job skill, what you're gonna be doing in a vault. You see what I'm saying? Where you stand. Will you be somebody that people will listen to, or will you just be another janitor mopping the floor? And when you take this test and you do good on it, you know what I'm saying? It's Fallout 3 going into Fallout New Vegas. You know, it all coincides with each other. You know what I'm saying? You score good, you do all the questions right, you know what I'm saying? You will have a high-ranking position. Now, the thing about it is, these different vaults, you know what I'm saying, they have numbers. Vault 112, Vault 13, Vault 49. You notice I'm saying everything that equal 13. You know what I'm saying? Vault, I'm just gonna name some other shit. Vault 79, Vault 48. You know what I'm saying? Different shit like that. See, the people who believed in the Most High, you know, God's spiritual revolution, they signed up for the vault and they was protected. You see what I'm saying? Now, this the thing. When people start going out the vault, and you know, just starting to do whatever they want to, they start to see the new world that was, you know, the wasteland that was rebuilt on top of the new world. They start seeing zombies, motherfucking cows with 2 heads. They call them Brahma or Brahmin or whatever you want to call them. Cannibals, all type of crazy shit. Then they got this casino called the Gomorrah. The Gomorrah, what you think that come from? Sodom and Gomorrah. The Sin City where all the gay shit was going on, all the evil shit. They got a casino called the Gomorrah. Now, me personally, every time I get to New Vegas and I go to the Gomorrah, I have my luck on 10. You know, I take all their money from gambling and playing Blackjack 21. You know what I'm saying? Then after I'm done with that, I shoot that bitch up. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't fuck with that Gomorrah shit. You feel me? But anyway, I just have to throw that in there. But anyway, I just want to tell you, you see what I'm saying? That's Satan's spiritual revolution versus God's spiritual revolution. You got evil people trying to attack you. And the game's so real that you got good karma, you got bad karma. You help people out, give people money, do the right thing, you will gain good karma and people will start to like you. You do bad shit like just shoot anybody in the face, steal people's shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just do all type of, you know, grimy shit, you will gain bad karma and people will start coming trying to attack you. Real shit, just like real life. Now, I just broke that down to you. Now let's jump back into real life, right? See, you got a lot of evil people out here, and you got a lot of good souls out here, like me, a good soul. And a lot of people, they have hate towards good souls, and they don't even know why they have hate towards good souls, because they are part of Satan's spiritual revolution, whether they know it or not. And some people know who they are. Some people know that they work for Satan. A lot of people know they work for Satan, but a lot of people don't. And they just wonder why they have so much hate for good people. It's because, like I said, they don't know who they are. Like, everybody think that, oh, when they die, they gonna go to heaven, no, blah, blah, blah. A lot of people going to hell. Like, that's just the truth. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to hear that. They want you to sugarcoat it to them, put some sugar in there, get on some Kool-Aid, mix it up so they can take it. No, tell these people the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because God don't give a fuck who you are. God don't care who you are. If we go outside and it starts to rain, you think it ain't gonna rain on me like it's gonna rain on you? You see what I'm saying? When the truth hits you, it hits you. Point blank, period. No blood. Yeah. But anyway, this the thing. See, you got a lot of evil people out here that's designed to put obstacles and barriers in your way, that's designed to give you a hard time. You got a lot of people out here that's designed to hunt you, to stop you. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna go against what you stand for. And then you got the most highest people, God's spiritual revolution. People out here trying to wake people up, messengers trying to help people, trying to get people mind ready so they can be the next, so quote-unquote disciples or messengers to wake up the next group of people. You see what I'm saying? So it's all a spiritual warfare. So when they say World War III, that shit been started. Real shit. Spiritual war. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Stop the war on terror. What's the war on terror? Terror is the twin earth, fifth dimension. All that shit happening, man. A lot of people that's not spiritual ain't gonna understand it. A lot of people be scared. Oh my God, ain't nothing to be scared about. It's just real truth. All the hints is in the video games. Like Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3, one of the best video games. I never played Fallout 4 yet. I want to play that, and I am gonna play that. I mean, I will play that video game because the shit is so fucking awesome. But I want to let you know, man, a lot of people works for spiritual, like Satan's spiritual revolution. See, a lot of people, when they born, everybody not born to be good people. Real shit. A lot of people not born to be good people. A lot of people born to be evil people, and they work for Satan's spiritual revolution. Like I said, whether they know it or not, because once we born back on this planet, we given, you know what I'm saying, we dumb down, we program. Watch that movie They Live. They broke that down to you. You know what I'm saying? We program to do a certain thing, to be a certain person. So people, they lose their memory. You know what I'm saying? Even I lost my memory at one point in time, but now I'm gaining it back. I.e. me being at this level now. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, like those badass kids you used to grow up with, and they used to always just do some evil shit. Now don't get me wrong, I was bad as fuck too when I was younger, but I grew out of that. It was like the wisdom just started coming to me, and I just started remembering who I am, and I stopped doing that evil shit. You see what I'm saying? But you know them badass kids you used to grow up with, and them motherfuckers still bad to this day. They work for Satan's spiritual revolution. They don't know what the fuck they're here to do, but they know they just here to stop you. They don't know why, because they don't know who they are. But then you got some people who up there in Satan's spiritual revolution, and they know exactly what they're here to do. It's to disrupt good and keep lies going around and keep you stuck in this matrix. You see what I'm saying? So wake the damn up, because these is real spiritual messages. A lot of people may hate it, a lot of people love it, but at the end of the day, the truth gonna be the truth. But yeah, that way.